The town of Pandharpur in Maharashtra, India, is a place of deep spiritual resonance. Nestled on the banks of the Chandrabhaga River, it is a town that pulsates with devotion and faith, drawing millions of pilgrims every year. It is home to the revered deity, Lord Vithala, an incarnation of Lord Krishna. The temple of Lord Vithala stands as a beacon of hope and divine grace, its walls echoing with centuries of prayers and hymns. Pilgrims flock to the town, drawn by the promise of Vithala's divine grace. They come from far and wide, braving long journeys and hardships, all for a glimpse of the beloved deity and to seek his blessings. Among the saints who graced Pandharpur was the revered Sant Narayan, known for his profound devotion and simple yet powerful teachings. His life and works have left an indelible mark on the spiritual landscape of Pandharpur. Sant Narayan's life was a testament to the transformative power of faith. He lived a life of simplicity and humility, dedicating every moment to the service of Lord Vithala and his devotees. He dedicated himself to guiding souls towards the divine light of Lord Vithala. Through his teachings and personal example, he showed the path of righteousness and devotion. Sant Narayan's teachings were profound yet accessible. He spoke in a language that touched the hearts of the common people, making complex spiritual concepts easy to understand. He taught that the path to liberation lay in complete surrender to the Lord. Surrender, he said, was not a sign of weakness, but a powerful act of faith and trust in the divine. He emphasized the importance of chanting the holy names of God. Chanting, according to Sant Narayan, was a direct way to connect with the divine and purify the mind and soul. He believed that through sincere devotion one could transcend the material world and attain spiritual enlightenment. His teachings continue to inspire and guide countless devotees on their spiritual journey, lighting the way to divine bliss. One day, as Sant Narayan was circumambulating the temple, he encountered a farmer. The farmer was laden with worries. The weight of his responsibilities pressed down on him. He seemed lost in his thoughts, oblivious to the spiritual aura of the holy town. His shoulders slumped under the burden of his anxieties. Sant Narayan, with his innate ability to perceive the turmoil within, approached the farmer. The saint saw a soul in need of solace. He saw an opportunity to share the divine wisdom he had received. He decided to guide the farmer towards the path of liberation. Sant Narayan greeted the farmer with a gentle smile, his presence exuding a serene and calming energy. His eyes radiated warmth and compassion, reflecting a deep understanding of the farmer's plight. "Brother," he said, his voice soft and soothing, "I see the weight of the world on your shoulders. What troubles you so?" His words were like a balm to the farmer's weary soul. The farmer, startled by the saint's sudden appearance, hesitated for a moment, unsure of how to begin. He looked at the serene face of Sant Narayan, finding a sense of peace in his calm demeanor. Something in the saint's demeanor compelled him to confide his worries, as if he had found a long-lost friend. The farmer poured out his heart, his voice trembling with emotion. He spoke of his failing crops, his mounting debts, and the relentless pressure that kept him awake at night, and the uncertainty of the future, which loomed over him like a dark cloud. He lamented his inability to provide for his family, feeling a deep sense of helplessness and despair. Sant Narayan listened patiently, his gaze never wavering, offering silent support and understanding. When the farmer finished, the saint offered a simple solution, one that seemed almost too easy to be true. "Chant the name of Lord Vithala," he said, his voice filled with conviction and faith. "With each breath, repeat his name. Let it fill your heart and mind. This will ease your burdens," he assured, "and bring you the peace you seek." The farmer felt a weight lift from his shoulders, a glimmer of hope returning to his eyes. The farmer was taken aback. He had expected some practical advice, some tangible solution to his problems. Instead, he was being asked to chant. He expressed his doubts to the saint. "How will chanting help me clear my debts?" he asked. "Will it magically make my crops flourish?" Sant Narayan smiled. He understood the farmer's skepticism. It was natural for a man so entrenched in the material world to question the power of the unseen. "Faith, dear brother," he said gently, "faith is the key. Chant with sincerity and you shall witness the Lord's grace." He then gently patted the farmer's shoulder and went on his way. Section 5. The Third Encounter. A Promise Made. A few days later, Sant Narayan encountered the farmer again. He was still troubled. His worries etched deeper into his face. He had tried chanting, but his heart wasn't in it. He hadn't experienced any miraculous change in his fortunes. Sant Narayan, sensing the farmer's wavering faith, decided to make him a proposition. "I understand your doubts," the saint said, his voice filled with compassion. "But I implore you chant just one mala, 108 repetitions, of Lord Vitala's name every day with complete focus. If after a month you find no change in your life, you can abandon this practice." Section 6. The Farmer's Dilemma. To chant or not to chant. The farmer was caught in a dilemma. He was still skeptical, but something about the saint's conviction made him reconsider. The saint's words resonated within him, stirring a flicker of hope in his weary heart. The promise of a month's trial seemed like a fair deal. What did he have to lose? He decided to give it a try. With a heavy heart, but a glimmer of hope, the farmer took the mala from Sant Narayan. He promised to chant one mala of Lord Vitala's name every day. He hoped for a miracle, yet fear gnawed at his insides. Would chanting really change his fate? Section 7. The Revelation, Vitala's Grace. The farmer started his daily chanting, initially with a wavering mind. He struggled to focus, his thoughts constantly drifting to his problems. However, as days turned into weeks, something within him began to shift. As he chanted the name of Vitala, he felt a sense of calmness wash over him. His anxieties, though still present, no longer overwhelmed him. One day, while tending his fields, the farmer had a profound realization. He understood that true peace came not from material possessions, but from the connection with the divine. His crops might still fail, his debts might remain, but he had found a source of solace that no external circumstance could take away. Section 8. The Virtues of a Devotee. The story of Sant Narayan and the farmer beautifully illustrates the virtues that are essential for spiritual progress. These virtues are ananyata, focused determination, bhakta vatsalyata, loyalty, and nirmatsarata, non-enviousness, the three pillars of a devotee's life. Ananyata, unwavering focus, is beautifully exemplified by the farmer's commitment to chanting despite his initial skepticism. Bhakta vatsalyata, loyalty to the Lord, is evident in his continued chanting even when he saw no immediate change in his material circumstances. Nirmatsarata, freedom from envy, is reflected in his newfound understanding that true happiness comes from within, not from comparing himself to others. Section 9. Echoes of the Mahabharata. These virtues find resonance in the epic Mahabharata. Arjuna's unwavering focus on Krishna's instructions during the Kurukshetra war exemplifies Ananyata. His unwavering faith in Krishna, even in the face of overwhelming odds, is a testament to Bhakta Vatsalyata. And Yudhishthira's unflinching righteousness and lack of envy towards his cousins, despite their deceitful ways, embody Nirmatsarata. These examples from the Mahabharata highlight that these virtues are not mere abstract concepts. They are practical tools for navigating the challenges of life. They lead to inner peace and ultimately to spiritual liberation. Section 10. The Path to Liberation. The farmer's journey, inspired by Sant Narayan, teaches us that the path to liberation is paved with faith, perseverance, and surrender. His every step, filled with devotion, reflects the essence of a true seeker. It is about connecting with the divine within. This connection is not just a fleeting moment, but a continuous, deepening relationship with the higher self. The farmer found his solace in the continuous chanting of Lord Vitala's name. Each chant, a step closer to the divine, brought him immense peace and clarity. In doing so, he discovered that true happiness resided not in material possessions, but in the depths of his own being. The simplicity of village life mirrored the simplicity of his spiritual quest. This tale reminds us that we too can embark on this transformative journey. It is a journey that transcends physical boundaries and delves into the realms of the soul. By embracing the virtues of Ananyata, Bhakta Vatsalyata and Nirmatsarata, we cultivate a heart that is pure and receptive to divine grace. And by surrendering to the Supreme Lord, we can transcend our limitations and experience true liberation. This surrender is not a sign of weakness, but a profound strength. The path is open to all. All we need is the faith to take the first step. With each step, we move closer to a life of eternal bliss and spiritual fulfillment.